All right, so here's what we're going to be doing today. This is going to be a little bit different. This is sort of a chatty get ready with me, but let me give you some background. I recently watched an old video of Jenna Marbles that she did 9 years ago. I love Jenna Marbles so much. She basically did a video where she was just chilling and she showed her like box of mementos, and she had these like shoe boxes full of just mementos throughout her childhood and her teen years. And she mentioned it's because she's so sentimental and things like that. I too am sentimental and figured, why don't I do a get ready with me? And I will be featuring some new makeup, some new to me makeup that could be very interesting, but while going through my box of mementos. I have not opened this box in a very long time. Like, I have not at least opened it in 2 years, which I know doesn't seem like a long time, but for me it is. Let me see if I can show you the box we're gonna go through first. Guys, this thing is really heavy. I need to put it down. It's very, very, very heavy. So that's the box we're going to go through, but I'm also just going to do my makeup at the same time, and we're just going to chit chat and things like that. First, I want to get a little bit of makeup on, and then I'm going to dig into this. Now, I will say not all of the box is probably going to be like happy, super fun stuff. I'm seeing some stuff right here on the very top that's a little like cringy, but yeah. I've been trying to do this as a step right before I do my foundation lately. This is the Nomad Air spray, and it just helps to add like extra hydration. But I'm going in today with the Salt New York foundation. You can see this side is foundation, this is concealer. I am trying a new concealer today, but I've been re-loving this foundation all over again. It's so good. And I mixed these two shades, which I believe are 12 and 13 of the Sneaky Bomb. And this can be light covered, this can be built up to medium, but I'm gonna do one side of my face, I'll show you, and then we're digging into this box. I'm actually very curious to see what's in here. I can see some stuff peeking out. And if you guys like videos like this, I have so many boxes like this that are just mementos that I can't get rid of. And when I say so many, I don't mean in like a hoarder way. I just mean I like to like keep stuff as memory. So let me grab the first thing. So this is the newspaper from where I went to college, okay? I know exactly what this is. I just need to find it. I will say the date on this is August 30th, 2001. They used to put out this newspaper every single week. Oh God, where is it? As soon as I see it, I'm gonna be like, oh, there it is. So let me tell you that the title of the article is Fall into Style with this season's hottest looks and trends. And then you got me. You got me. I'll show you a close-up. I turned down the brightness so you could see, but this is what I wore to college. Like my college classes, I'm wearing like bondage and stud belts to class. Like why? I guarantee you this was probably for like an 8 a.m. class too. I wish you could see my bag more because I know, so this was called a bug bag. I'll see if I can find one and put a picture of it on the screen, but what it was like rubber, and it had rubber spikes on it, and I would just play with it nonstop. It was exceedingly expensive, I remember, for what it was, and I wore it until it literally fell apart. Do they actually talk about me in this article? So the caption said, while many students will sport the hottest fall fashions like lace and hats, they referred to hats as the latest in fall fashion. Junior mass communications major Linda shows that individual taste is never out of style. I'm so glad I kept this. Oh my God, I'm reading some other quotes that people gave. You know how they said the latest in fall fashions was lace? Somebody said, when I think of lace, I think of sex, said junior psychology major Tara. I don't really like lace unless it has to do with the bedroom. Okay, same Tara. Actually, I'm not a big lace fan. Did they quote me in here? I don't think they did. I think that was what I got. I got the picture. But yeah, okay, there was item numero uno. Let me do the other half of my face with foundation. Oh my God. Like, I'm kind of proud of myself that I did find my sense of style in like my senior year of high school and, you know, all throughout college and things like that. That was my time of really kind of figuring out who I was. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad for that. And I'm kind of glad that I have this newspaper article to kind of commemorate it. So while I do love it, I think it's called the Best Case Concealer. I'm going to try a new one today. So this is the Pacifica Dream Lit Glow Concealer. The shade that I have here is shade 9. Now, they did send this to me in a different color. I don't know if you guys remember that they asked me to pick a color, and I chose this one that was like 84 shades too deep for me. So they sent me my shade, what I think will be my shade. Let's see how this looks color-wise. Oh, okay, I think this looks pretty good. It might be a little warm. So far, feels very creamy, which is what I look for. I have not tried this one yet, but again, since it says glow, I'm hoping it will be not quite like full coverage and will you know, be hydrating. Now, a little bit goes a long way. I can tell I already put too much for my taste on here because I do feel like it's accentuating a little bit of the wrinkles under my eyes. It's slightly too light for me, but it's not bad at all. The other shade that they sent 9 and 11. 11 was definitely too light. There we go. I put less on this eye, and I like the way that looks better. I'm just going to kind of smooth and pat this out to see if we can use this. I think that looks nice. So there is like a slight glow, and it is, again, it's a little bit too light for me, but I don't think it's too bad. By the way, somebody mentioned in one of my other videos that I'm not mentioning the brushes I'm using enough. So my favorite foundation brush is the BK Beauty 106, so much so that it is completely rubbed off the side. And my concealer brush that I just used is the BK Beauty A506. This is my #1 favorite concealer brush right now. I have another one I really love from Sigma, but I've been using this one a lot. But I think it looks nice. It feels hydrating. We'll see how it does. For powder, I'm going to be going in with the new Melt She's Alive Translucent Setting Powder. This is one that came out with the Universal Monsters. I've really been enjoying this. So I just tap some into the lid, and I'm going to just apply this basically wherever I would apply powder. As you guys know, I don't use a lot of powder, but let's keep going back in this bin. Why would I have saved this one? So this is a newspaper from 2008. That is from Baltimore. Oh, okay. Oh my God, wait. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so I think I saved this because right here, those zombie eyes, those are Tim's eyes, my husband. And when you turn to page 56, he was featured, his zombie picture, in a zombie bar tour in Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is an area of Baltimore, so that's really cool. Like, it's so weird that we were featured in all these things. Oh my God, there's all these bars featured in here that do not exist anymore. Oh my God, that's depressing. Okay, you know what? No, I'm seeing some of the good stuff. Let me grab that. We're going to start here. So it's weird that I even remember this box. So I had a period, I'm using my Singe Beauty, by the way, like powder puff, where I was obsessed with having pen pals, okay? Like I had at one point probably like 30 or 40 pen pals. This is pre-internet times, friends. So like, I don't even remember exactly how we all found each other. I feel like there was kind of, I know this sounds weird to say, but like a network where, you know, you could sign up and like you would get letters from random pen pals and you could choose if you wanted to write back to them. So strange to think about. But I remember that this was from a stationery set that I got. I had so much stationery because I had so many pen pals. But this is the first thing that I have. Oh my God. So this is my 96 to 97 yearbook. And I remember the reason that I had this is because we were able to get yearbooks 96 to, let me see. So this would be my sophomore year in high school. And I remember that the reason that I have this is because the yearbooks were kind of expensive and I couldn't really afford them. So I made my own. I made my own yearbook. Look, I bound it and everything. Let's see what people wrote to me. God, I'm not going to lie. Some of this is a little depressing. So sophomore year would be the year that, like, I guess, again, like, I hadn't really found myself yet. You know, I hadn't really found myself yet in who I was as a person. So a lot of these are so generic, like, Linda, this year was a lot of fun. You seem nice, and I'm glad I got to know you better. Have a great summer. Have a great summer. See you around. Hope you had a good time at school. If I didn't know who I was, I couldn't expect people to know who I was. Oh my God, there's so many people saying keep in touch and putting their phone numbers. Oh my God, Linda, I'm glad we became friends this year. I'll definitely see you over the summer. Don't lead the boys on too much. Huh? How dare she? That's my friend Sandy, who I'm still friends with. How dare she? Someone wrote, okay, I'll sign your bootleg yearbook. I'm so cheap. What the? Hey, Linda, how's it going? I'm so glad we're done with that pain in the ass history class. I'm going to miss you and Debbie, my best friend at the time and still one of my closest friends, a lot. We will have to carry out our plan of killing you-know-who next year. Was I in a murder plot? Wow, okay. So here's one that basically shows the time period that we were in. But while I read this, I'm going to be doing, I'm going to do my bronzer first. So I am trying to... I love this, guys. I want to not love this. I want to tell you that I hate it, and I don't. I finally bit the bullet, I had told you, on the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette, the one with the beautiful eye on the front, the evil eye. The bronzer is really good. I've been using every one of the blushes. It's all so, so good. I really love it. It's very expensive though, but the Sephora sale is coming up soon. So if it's one that you've had your eye on, like look how seamlessly and pretty that blends. Ugh, anyway, but my friend, this is from my friend Debbie, who was my closest friend at the time and is still like you know, a friend that I would literally do anything in this world for. She started it off by saying, Linda, Mary Catherine Gallagher, Janet Reno. These are very specific references to characters on Saturday Night Live. And yes, Janet Reno is a real person, but Will Ferrell used to do an impression of Janet Reno. Let me see if I can find a clip and put it here.
Hi, I'm Janet Reno. Welcome to my dance party, coming to you live from the deck of a battleship. Psst, it's really just my basement.
And it was my most favorite thing in the entire world. I don't know why, but I thought it was the funniest thing I had ever heard. So yeah, I guess that's what I'm known for. But yeah, not gonna lie, there was like, there's a lot of just blank pages in here. Now granted, I did make this pretty big, but like, I'm not gonna lie guys, I didn't have a ton of friends in this year of high school, like these years, look at this. But I still completely treasure this. I think it's really sweet. What else is in here? Oh my God, guys, there's an actual mixtape. Oh my God, I know what this is. Wait, is this what I think it is? Oh my God, guys, my first ever goth boyfriend made me this mixtape. I need to find a cassette tape player somewhere and play it because this has like Peter Murphy on it and Switchblade Symphony and Theater of Tragedy and 3 Sarah Brightman songs. Those things don't go together, my friend, but oh my God, I've saved very few mixtapes, but guys, look, this is me and my very first puppy. This was my Murphy. That was my Murphy. He was a mutt. I don't know what kind of mix he was. It was a very long time ago, but he was my first baby. Oh my goodness. See, I'm so glad that I'm a sentimental person and I keep this stuff. I genuinely am. I've got to like actually work very hard right now to not just focus on that if I'm going to be also getting ready because I've got an eyeshadow palette here. I got some good stuff. Okay, this is one thing I definitely want to try. So Milk Makeup sent me they sent me some of their new shades of their cooling water jelly tint, but they also sent me all of them, which I'm so thankful for, and a brush. So I want to try this brush with it. This is very interesting. So this is a very soft, dense brush. This product is like kind of divisive. Some people don't like it because I feel like it can be tricky to use. So the 2 new flavors that they have, I believe these are the new ones available. One sec. Yes, so we have Fizz, which is peachy, and Fresh, which is pink. I want to try to use both of them. Now, I want to read their how-to. They say, gently twist off the inner disc, remove it, and discard it. Swipe the brush onto the stick and then stipple onto the cheeks. Quickly, one side at a time. And then you can apply it directly to the lips if you want. But they do say, remove and discard that inner disc. So I want to try both shades on the cheeks. Maybe I'll do like peach closer here and then, Fizz closer here and then Fresh up at the top. But let's try. So this is the disc that they're talking about. To remove, they say remove and discard. Now, if you've never seen these are like little jellies. They are very much like wobbly. Can you see it? And it feels very weird. Now this color could be right up my alley. Let's see. So I'm going to take it and it says to swipe it across the top and stipple on the cheeks. Quickly. I see nothing. So let's keep trying. I'm actually putting quite a bit on here. Oh, I feel it. It feels cooling. Ooh, I like that color. Oh, that's going to be my color. So this one again is Fizz. I'm going to put this a little bit up here too because I've been liking that. That is gorgeous. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, this so far is my favorite color they've put out. I am also going to just, while I have this color out, I'm going to go ahead. Oh, these feel so cooling. And honestly, before, I'm going to put a little on the nose too. I was definitely applying these with my fingers or with a sponge. Maybe I'm glad that I read how they want you to apply them. So stipple them on. Look how cutie that color is. Okay, so then put the cap back on tightly. And then I'm going to try Fresh. So Fresh is a soft pink, a warm baby pink that adds a subtle pop of color. So maybe I shouldn't have done this one for one behind, but again, take the lid off, discard this. This looks cute too. This looks so tempting to eat. I'm not going to eat them, but again, I'm going to swipe across the top of this. I'm going to go a little bit more subtle. Oh, a little piece came off, but I'm going to stipple this. I definitely feel the cooling. Oh, that's too much. It said one side at a time. That's a lot. Oh my God. What do I do? What do I do? These set so fast. Okay, I'm going to use the Singe Beauty F01. This is also like kind of a dense brush. So maybe this will be good. I'm going to blend it in with the peach. I messed up. Okay, I'm putting the lid on so this doesn't dry out. At this point, I'm going to swirl a little bit so we can kind of get these colors. There we go. It's still a lot. It's a lot. Okay, you know, we have doll cheeks right now, but I do think it's a good way to see the colors. So we are more peachy up here. This is so much blush. So much blush. We are more peachy here and pink here. I do think it looks cute. And here's what I'm trying to tell myself, that when I do my makeup a lot of the times, I have never once said I'm wearing too much blush at the end of the makeup look. I usually go back and add more. So maybe that's what'll happen here. Right now it's very bright, but I do like the brush. That's a nice brush. It's very dense. It's angled. There's no number or anything on it, but of course I will link anything I can down below. This is what they look like. Which shade is your favorite? They are both kind of intense right now. Okay. As I'm doing my eyebrows, I've been trying out this Milk Kush High Roll Brow Tint, and the shade is in Dutch. This is a finicky product. I really do like it, but it can go real intense real fast. But let me go through what else is in here. Wait, didn't I already look? I already looked at this tape. This is the type of sentimental I am. So if you've ever seen Rocky Horror Picture Show, like in a live theater where they're acting it out on stage, there are certain moments that, you know, people are encouraged to throw things. So for example, there's a moment when Brad, the, you know, I don't know, the normal guy shouts, "Great Scott!" And at that moment, you're supposed to throw some toilet paper. Or in the very beginning, there's a wedding that takes place and you're supposed to throw rice. So there's a moment very close to the end of the movie. That was one of my favorites. They say, cards for trouble and cards for pain. And when they do that, you throw playing cards in the air. This is the playing card from the very first time I went and saw Rocky Horror Picture Show, and I'm so glad that I dated it September 20th, 1997. This meant so much to me, and Rocky would continue to be something that did define me and has defined me ever since then. I'm getting all emotional here, but okay, let's jump into this eyeshadow palette. I've already been blabbing for so long. We're going to keep going through this box. Like, I can't believe how much stuff I have like right next to me. I'm like, I could do 3 videos on this box alone. So hey, if you guys like it, we might just continue to go through that. But the palette that I'm going to use was sent to me in PR. This is the Garden Busters palette by, Busters by By Us. So By Us is the sister brand of Odin's Eye. Let me tell you my first reactions upon seeing it. I was like, not crazy about the packaging, but maybe it's nice inside. No. I don't like this layout. I hate that there's so much space in between the colors. I hate that these are different shapes. I hate that the packaging is so thick. I do not like this packaging. I will straight up say I do not like it. But when I did the swatches, this is basically Odin's Eye quality, which is fantastic quality. I have yet to try this on my eyes, and I'm going to try that today. But like, I'm almost bummed that I don't like this packaging because the quality inside is seeming to be so fantastic. So this is based around like gardeny things. So they're called Sunny and Green Apple and Peach and Carrot Cake and Tomato Juice. So I'm going to do a look with this. I think I'm going to keep this one fairly simple. Like, I think I might stick to like, maybe I'll do, I don't know what'll look good with this. Maybe I'll stick to this kind of peachy orange yellow vibe and see how they look. That way I can test some of the mattes. So we have lemonade, we have carrot cake, we have pear. And then up here, I really like this peach shimmer. It's very, very pretty looking. So I'm going to start going in with that as we just keep looking through this. I do want to take a fluffy brush. This is the it's the Royal & Langnickel, which is the sister brand of Moda, or the parent company. This is the Balm 14 crease brush. So first I want to go in with pear, which is a very, very light pink. And just kind of put this down. I have a feeling this is just going to kind of neutralize. Yeah, it does. It just kind of neutralizes. So what else do we have in here? Like, I will admit, some things I'm kind of taking out and going past because I'm like, it wouldn't mean anything to you. Like this, I'll show you this side. This is a medal from my high school. It's not a medal for completing any sports or anything because I was not a sports person. So I have no idea what this is from. But also, I don't need you guys to necessarily know the name of the high school I went to. But yeah, that's crazy. Again, I need to find a cassette tape player because this is one that just says mix on the top. What if this is a really good mix? Is this, oh, literal film? What's on this? It's a wedding. It's somebody's wedding. No, it's not. This is like prom or homecoming or something like that. Who is this? Oh my God. Yeah, this is somebody else's prom that I didn't even go to. Sometimes I don't know why I save these things. Why would I save a Hot Topic sticker saying Punk's not dead? Why? Why would I do that? It has no meaning. Am I getting rid of it? Not yet. Okay, I'm going to take a more defined crease brush. This is the E45 by Sigma. And I think I'm going to go into, you know what? No, I lied. I still want to go for a slightly more fluffy brush. So this is the Sigma E45 Max. Okay, so this is the E45 Max. This is the E45. You can see that they are quite different in size. You can tell which one is the Max. And I'm going to go into Lemonade. So Lemonade is a matte pale yellow. Let's see how this looks. Okay, look, I can't explain much on this except to say that this was definitely, do I have a date on here? I usually was good about dating stuff. I think this was either late middle school or early high school. By the way, this is a very pastel yellow. It's working nicely. I don't love pastel colors though. I don't love pastel colors, so I'm thinking that this will be nice to deepen up, but right now this is pastel. It's not performing like chalky or anything like that. It is pretty, so we'll see. Now I'm going in with the smaller one. I'm going into Carrot Cake. So what this is, my friends and I were really bored one day, and we decided to create a fictional band, completely fictional. None of us could play instruments or sing. The band was called Bird Bath in My Liver. No, I have no idea where that came from. This is our theme song. This is our theme song printed out on a dot matrix printer. Okay, all I know is my stomach makes some noise and I start to lose my poise. There's a bird bath in my liver. What? I try to get it out, so I scream and then I shout, there's a bird bath in my liver. I don't know how it got there and I can't get rid of it, but all I know is if it's there, it's turning me to shit. I needed so much therapy. The birds go splashing in the water and sing their melodies. I cannot take this anymore. Get it out, please. The bird bath in my liver makes me want to scream real bad. And if you can't pull it out of me, I'm going to go mad. Please know that we did not take this seriously. We didn't think that this was actually like good music. I think we were just being absolutely stupid preteens. But this is like the stupidest of preteens, right? My God, I just can't explain what was wrong with me. I also apparently have some francs here. I never went to France, so... Okay, it's a lot of papers here. These are all folded together. What are the... Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. These are all considered to be the transcript. So this was handed out at my Rocky Theater. I call it my Rocky Theater every single week, okay? And they made newsletters and literally like February 20th, 1999 on here. It's just so wonderful. So a lot of it says, you know, about participation, what's now showing at the theater. All this week at it was the Harwin Theater in New Jersey. All this week at the Harwin, you can see Stepmom, starring Julia Roberts, Ed Harris, and someone called Susan Sarandon. Have you ever heard of this Susan chick? She must be a new actress. Susan Sarandon is also the lead in Rocky Horror Picture Show. Showtimes at the Harwin are 8 p.m. every day, and tickets are just $3. This is just so damn cool. Like, so damn cool. Theme nights. And this one says... Yes, October 24th, 1998. Yes, the one, the only Sal Piro is at the Harwin tonight. Sal Piro is kind of the one who started everyone shouting at the screen during Rocky Horror Picture Show, and he came to visit the theater a few times. He passed very recently, I feel like, and I don't know. I just had such fond memories. Like, I have so many of these. I love these. I love these so much. I'm so glad I kept these. This blush is still looking intense. Okay, so peach. I'm going to go into that just with my finger. I don't have any... Yeah, see, look at that. That's like this beautiful metallic frosty peach color. I'm not using any glitter glue or anything like that. I just want to see how this looks on its own. This is so pretty. Like, I'll admit the quality is really, really nice here. This is such like Odin's Eye quality. These are so finely milled. These are just really, really lovely. I just decided I'm going to put another shade on top of this, I think. This one is tomato juice, and it is so like... marbled in a way. When I put my finger in it, it is so creamy. So this is more of a peach tone. Oh yeah, you know what? That's better. I'm gonna put that. Oh, so this is like a duochrome, like a multi-chrome even. It's got definitely lots of shifts to it, but it is so incredibly creamy. Like the shadow feels borderline like wet. Oh, see, that's That's the more intense kind of shimmer that I wanted today. That's pretty. I'm trying to decide if I want to stop there. I think I'm going to go back into the smaller brush and dip into Soil, which is just your average kind of matte brown. But it is kind of, I know this sounds weird to say, it is like a very dirty brown in that like it looks like dirt. I'm taking a very little bit of that and just putting it on the outer edge just to give a little bit of definition, but I don't want it to be too intense. Let's see what else. Is this poetry? Oh my God, I got graded for it. 95, good work. I'm not reading this whole thing, but let's see. I think we need some like sexy music in the back. Their lips met briefly and then slowly parted. He sighed deeply, still floating on a cloud of passion. I submitted this to school? She smiled at him again, a pair of perfect red lips turning up the corners. She drowned him in her eyes alone, hypnotizing him with piercing violet irises. She slowly slid her arms around his neck, caressing his hair with her fingertips. How do you caress hair with just your fingertips? This? Is she doing just that? He felt as if he were in heaven. He stared down at her dress, which suited her immensely. It was made of a rich burgundy velvet with a tied corset. Her long silk and black hair hung to the middle of her back in delicate waves. He smiled at her as if to ask, how did I get so lucky? Her lips parted again, but this time something was different. I remember this! Her once perfect rows of white teeth were morphing before his very eyes. Two fangs slowly began to form at the edge of each side of the top of her mouth. His eyes widened with fear as the two fangs sharpened into points beneath her blood-red lips. Before he even had time to react, she quickly leapt into action and sunk her teeth into the soft flesh of his neck. He didn't try to resist, just subsided. Is that a word? Subsided? To her need, she drank and drank, leaving him to the point of lifelessness. His weak body fell to the ground. He opened his eyes one last time to peer at her face. She licked the last drop of blood off her lips, and her fangs shrunk down and finally disappeared. She leaned over him and gently kissed his forehead. Sleep well, sweet prince, she whispered. Sleep well. His hand reached up to caress her cheek. I still love you, he croaked, and as he faded away, he whispered, I always will. 95. Good work. 95. Wow. Oh, this is depressing goth poetry. Okay, we're not going to read all of it, but I'm going to finish up what's in this box. And guys, like when I say this box, I mean this little one, because the box next to me is still full. Again, if you want to see this, let me know. But let me try a new to me eyeliner. So this is by Pacifica. This is vegan and cruelty free. This is, what is it called? It has a name to it and now I don't see it, but it's their liquid eyeliner. It is in black. I'm going to get my old lady mirror close and I'm just going to do a wing. This blush is still very intense. Oh, by the way, I do have a good amount of glitter. Now again, I didn't put any glitter, glue, or adhesive, so I'm not terribly surprised, but this I can't talk during. Okay, so the positives about this, I do like that it is wet. I like a wetter formula because I can't stand dragging across my eyelid, but this is not like solid opaque black. This is actually like, I don't know, it's hard to tell probably from far away, but it is definitely not a solid black, and that is definitely what I prefer. It looks okay. Nobody else would notice probably, but I definitely notice. I like my eyeliner to be very, very black. So I am going to curl my lashes. And the mascara I'm going to use today is the City Beauty Beyond mascara. This is one I do like. This is an interestingly wet formula for mascara. Sorry, I'm just looking through some of these notes, by the way. And like, this is a note my girlfriend gave me that would require way too much backstory to even go into. Oh, that's a picture I took of my Murphy also. Look at him. I want to know what this is. Okay, wait, let me put on one coat of mascara, but I can tell this is a Ticketmaster envelope. So if there are any young sprites watching my channel, back in my day when you wanted to go to a concert, you waited in line at a Ticketmaster venue, okay? Sometimes this was oddly in like a department store, but like you could call a lot of times too, but you absolutely could not like just buy it online. There was no online. This is a Ticketmaster envelope and there are ticket stubs inside. What if it's something just completely stupid? But let's see. Nope, it's not. We've got several. Is it all from the same concert? No, these are all different. So this one is from July 11th, 1999, Poison and Rat in New Jersey. This one is from when I was in college. This is, what's the date? October 21st, 1999. The Real World Road Rules College Tour. The Real World actually did tours. The Real World was a show on MTV, if any of you are too young to remember it. And I remember that I specifically went to this one because Montana was there. And Montana was from Seattle, I mean, if I'm wrong, I'll put the note up here. I'll try to put a picture of Montana, but I loved her for some reason. Loved her. And I went specifically to meet her. There's more in here. Oh, July 21st, 1999, the Vans Warped Tour. Oh, I just felt that my mascara transfer, but this is the Vans Warped Tour. The reason that this is so cool to me is because they have been gone for 25 years, I think. Maybe they stopped right. I don't know. Anyway, they're coming back. This might have been one of the first years of Warped Tour. I could just be speaking out of my butt. But Vans Warped Tour is coming back, and I'm trying to debate whether or not I'll go. I think I just wouldn't remember any. Oh my gosh. May 12th, 2000, 9 Inch Nails, the Fragility Tour. Oh God, I'm so glad I kept these. Is there anything else in here? Nope, this is just serving as like the catalyst, but oh, I love it. I love it. Do I have anything new for my lips? I do. So this is just new to me. So I have never tried anything from Lawless, but when Betty Jean came to visit, she brought this for me. And these are the Forget the Filler lip glosses. So there are 3 colors. One is called Rosy Outlook. The other one is Melrose, and the other one is Bitten. I'm wondering if these are similar to how it actually looks, because I think I want to try Melrose. Even though it looks kind of cool tone, it looks like it could be pretty, so we will check that. But what else is in here? Oh my God. So these are flyers from the first club I ever went to in 1998. It was called The District, and this is full with phone numbers of boys. I got so many phone numbers that night. Let's try this gloss though. See what the color looks like. Oh, it looks not pigmented. Oh, has a scent. So this formula is interesting. It's thicker than so many glosses. Apparently this is plumping. I don't feel any plumping at all yet. But anyway, this is definitely a thicker consistency than I'm used to. I like this color though. It says that it's like, they make it look like it's a cool tone pink, but it looks very similar. Why am I putting it? Okay, it won't go back in the box, but I kind of do like it. It's just like, it's thick though. Let me try this setting spray. Oh, that's loud. I've never tried this. And then we will finish up with just this box. So this is by Pacifica. This is the Glow Baby Brightening Setting Mist. Broad spectrum SPF 45 protection. That's really nice. So you're supposed to apply liberally for 15 minutes before sun exposure. But it does say setting mist. So I don't know if it's a setting spray. You know what? We're going to try it. That feels very nice. It was like a very fine mist. Okay, let me finish up this box, and then I'm going to go through and we'll talk about everything that I have. Oh my God. Okay, so this picture, I got it developed at the end of December 99. Guys, there was this band. Do you ever have any boys that you look at, even if it's a celebrity, okay, where you're like, I thought they were so cute at one point, and now you're like, I don't know about that. So there was a band that was starting to get big in the late 90s, and they still perform as far as I know, called the Crew Shadows, okay? I was obsessed with them. Full out obsessed with this band, and obsessed with the lead singer to a creepy point. I thought he was beautiful. It got to the point where he started to recognize me at shows. I would bring him flowers. Oh my God, so cringe. But look at this picture I got with him. You guys, I thought he was the hottest thing I had ever seen. And now I'm like, I don't know about that. But first of all, look at the X on my hand. That meant I was like way under 21 at the time. And look at my little cat ears. I loved this outfit so much. I wore like a leopard print dress with leopard print shoes and cat ears, and I mean, I was cute. Also, note how many rubber bracelets are on my hand. But fun story, I thought he was so dreamy, and I kind of got over him. I still am okay with the band, but I'm not as obsessed as I used to be. I saw him with his family in Disney World at like, when my husband and I were sitting down to breakfast, and it was like 8 a.m. and I saw him out the window. I was like, it's funny, that guy looks like the lead singer of, that is the lead singer of the Crew Shadows. And he looked exactly like this. His hair was still out in spikes, like a foot high, and he was wearing like stripy stockings. And I'm like, oh, you go on with your bad self. That was a lot. That was a lot of stuff. Guys, I'll be honest, I can't believe this is what I got through. This is what I got through in this video. So let's go over what I have on my face real quick. To start with, the foundation was the Salt New York Sneaky Bomb. I love it. I love the coverage it gives me. It's so hard to see through this blush, but I love the coverage it gives me. It is so comfortable on the skin. It is so comfortable, and it's buildable. Like, I've had people ask me what my favorite foundation is. I think it's this. As far as the concealer, I think that I put a little too much on myself, but I like the quality of it. It's very creamy. It was brightening. It was lightweight in that you could probably build it up, but it felt really nice. Like, I actually really enjoyed that. The Melt Locket powder, I'm sorry, the She's Alive translucent setting powder. I've been absolutely loving this. It's been the only powder that I've been using, and I really, really enjoy it. It is a very finely milled powder. So it literally is translucent. There's no color to it. It is not buildable. It is just a good quality translucent setting powder. Really, really, really enjoy that. For my contour, I used the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette with the Evil Eye. I absolutely love it. I've been using this palette very, very, very often and really, really loving it. I don't regret for a second that I paid the money for it. But again, with the sale coming up, like, I'm going to link this down below. I'm going to link all this stuff down below. But put it on your list now. Put it in your cart now, maybe. And then when the sale comes around, I would definitely suggest grabbing it. The Milk jelly sticks, I think I personally just went too far, but this is the cleanest application I've ever gotten of these. So I'm so glad I read the directions with, like, swipe it on, stipple one cheek at a time. I think it looks beautiful. I think the colors are actually really good. I love that these have an ever so slight sheen to them, but they're not completely glowy. You know what I mean? I love the quality of these. I think they're really pretty. Again, I think I just went a little too ham on them. They are stains though, so they're gonna last a long time. The Milk High Roll, I've really been liking this. Now this is a stronger hold, so if you like a light hold on your eyebrows, stay away from this. Really enjoy this. The Garden Busters palette, it performs really, really nice. The metallic is very metallic. But, like, I just wish the packaging was different. I feel like this could have been in a much smaller palette. Like, this takes up so much space, but I really like the quality. The quality is so good, which is the most important thing. So if this color story speaks to you, absolutely dive right into this. Like, I'm really enjoying it. I want to see what else they come out with. Because again, the quality is Odin's Eye quality, which I think we all know is just amazing, wonderful quality. The Pacifica eye pen, I don't love it. I don't love it at all. It's not black. And honestly, it even looks like, what if I layered it? Hold on. So if I layer it, it gets darker, but it is still nowhere near blackest black. So I don't love that. I really don't love that. The Beyond Mascara by City Beauty, I really do like this one. It is, again, a more wet formula, so if you use it, just give it time to dry, but I do enjoy it. This lip gloss, I'm liking it more as the time goes on because I feel like my lips do look plumped, but it does not. There's, like, literally zero burning feeling or anything like that. How does this plump? Maybe it's just the fact that it visibly increased lip volume by 40+%. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, like, it feels really good on the skin or on my lips. It feels very hydrating. It does feel thicker. I think I do like it more than when I first applied it. When I first applied it, I was like, it's kind of thick. It does not feel gross now. It really doesn't. So anyway, that's it. That's been my tiny little box of secrets, and I've got a lot more to go. So let me know, please, in the comments down below if you want to see more of this. I'd be happy to keep going through it. And I have so many boxes like this that it's just like a little nostalgia trip for me. But anyway, let me know what you think. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so I know to do more of these. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Those are all Glitter Fallout. And as always and forever, you are super freaking rock stars. I love you so much with my whole heart, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!